everybody. Thank you for joining us today on In Harm's Way. I'm joined today by Glenn Miller.
Hello, hello, hello.
How's it going? I'm going to take this. I feel like it's an unnecessary barrier.
To our, come closer?
Sure, I'll come a little closer.
I mean, yeah. I know you a long time.
So, Glenn, how everything going all right on the road?
Oh, it is. Everything's going great. I was in Ardsley with Gino and Keanu.
Where were you?
2 Saturdays ago in Ardsley, New York.
Ardsley,
right on the road.
Where that's like upstate New York.
It's like a little bit past Yonkers.
Oh, so it's not too upstate.
Well, it's a country.
Oh, okay. So that sounds like a cool place. Maybe we can go together.
I would love that. We'd
just
hold
the
hands,
two of us.
because there's a park right across the street.
There's a park right across the street.
Basket, a little picnic basket.
Yeah. Maybe get some food. You know what I mean? Maybe a couple beers.
That'd be nice.
Maybe.
Now I'm getting a little nervous. You're so close. But now, no, good.
You started this.
I did. Okay.
But yeah, man, it's good to have you on the show. You've been working pretty hard lately.
No, not really. Just bartending and.
Well, that's work.
Yeah, I guess.
You ever get any unruly customers lately?
Yeah, all the time. I guess I have nothing for that. No.
Because you're like one of them, right?
Exactly. That's why I bartend.
Yeah. You give people a lot of free drinks?
No, I don't like people. So.
Oh. Do you get a lot of people who like they're at their wits' end and you say this one's on me, that kind of thing?
No, not so much. I'm not very compassionate or anything really.
Do you overcharge so you can get a better tip?
No, you undercharge, you get a better tip, but I still overcharge because I don't work for tips really.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh. That's good. What kind of drinks are moving real good these days?
The High Noon.
High Noon? What's that?
Today,
is that a beer?
It's a stupid vodka drink that costs more money than a White Claw.
A High Noon. It feels very like Old Westy. Is that accurate?
Okay. Yeah.
It's like I'm going to go to gonna drown my sorrows in some High Noons. Think about Linda, who left me for the old hombre down the block. Nothing but High Noons and low evenings.
Ditzy, the ditzy chick. She's stupid, or she was trying to take a dig at me.
The funny thing is, I've only been doing stand-up for 9 years.
Chrissy's a cunt.
She's not even a real comic.
Let me tell you something, you stupid fucking cunt. Okay? You're a fucking cunt. Everything you say is bullshit. You're a fucking scat. How about I beat you up? How's that?
Chrissy Mayr's podcast maybe has 250 listeners tops.
Like Chrissy Mayer's trying to make a name. She wants to be famous, and she will never be. By the way, Chrissy Mayer's winning, by the way. Like, no one should be talking about mediocre comedy with Chrissy Mayer. Like, why are we doing this? Like, she's smart. She's a hard worker, but nobody gives a fuck about Chrissy Mayer. Go ahead.
Thank thank you for joining us today on Chrissy Mayer's Wet Spot. On the show today, you can see him at the Dobbs Ferry Library on the 15th of this month. Give a warm welcome to Glenn Miller, everybody.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Satan's Comics.
He's doing drag queen reading hour there.
I knew you knew it.
On the show, joining us again, you have seen her all over the world in every country's version of the Playboy magazine. Give a warm welcome to Amy Taylor, everybody. And on the show, joining us with weather updates, we have Frankie McDonald.
Hey, Frankie.
I'm doing great.
Oh, looks like there's some precipitation.
And on the show, filling in for Chrissy Mayer, you know him from The Jack Show. Give a warm welcome to Cecil, everybody.
Filling in and spilling over. I'm interested in what's going on in Nova Scotia right now. It seems to be some sort of...
outside in Nova Scotia right now. It's heavy rain. It's raining, but it's also this right area this up here. It's in Nova Scotia right now. Things are going great so far. I got my umbrella and everything. It's raining outside right now this time of the year.
It's raining in Nova Scotia.
It's raining in Nova Scotia. For anybody who had plans...
Vancouver, British Columbia, and Idaho, and Washington, Oregon, they're pretty snow up in the Wood
He's
Mountains,
cursing a
Wyoming.
lot. That's why it's going out.
What, did Gino go all the way to mess with his microphone? It's like,
Just sitting there turning the volume up and down. Thank you, Frankie, for that update. It's Nova Scotia weather. So anybody traveling there right now, please bring a raincoat and an umbrella and some mace.
And I was on the Hot Water Show with Gino Piscante earlier. And things went great so far. And I had a great weekend and things like this. I was singing karaoke on Saturday night.
Frankie, what do you think of Amy Taylor over here on a scale of...
I'm doing great so far. I was singing karaoke on Saturday night. Plus, I was singing karaoke last week. It was great so far.
Good to see you, Frankie.
Frankie, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give Amy Taylor?
Jesus.
Amy, I'm doing great so far. I got 377,000 followers.
370,000. That is way off the scale.
Impressive.
Generous. No offense, but that is 370,000 was not what I was looking for out of 1 to 10. You're up there, but I don't know.
I appreciate him not answering that.
Frankie, just out of curiosity, how many people died during the Holocaust?
0.
Okay. Well, Holocaust. All right, so he has a weird judging system. No offense, everybody judged you on a curve, is what I'm saying.
Take it.
Back on Sunday, I was talking to Derek Father, and he's doing great so far in Oregon.
Thank God. What do you say?
I don't know.
Okay.
Something about the Jews in Oregon. I think he said something.
They're removing all the Jews from Oregon. So Frankie said, well, good. That's good work. Please keep us updated on that. As long as they annihilate the Jews from Oregon. He's a hard liner. People don't realize it.
Seemed so nice.
He seems so nice. He seems reasonable.
Pretty solid umbrella, Frankie. I like him. Frankie's umbrella.
That's why he's into weather. He said there will be a storm which will wipe the scourge of the Jews off the earth. Well,
So that means there's a blocking pattern in Atlantic Ocean somewhere causing a
out
storm.
to the Atlantic
Causing
Ocean.
a multi-day rain in Sydney, Nova Scotia because of blocking weather pattern. And NAO is negative. PNA is negative because of Atlantic River coming all the way from Japan, traveling all over to British Columbia.
I knew it.
Atlantic Ocean is where they ate Biden's uncle, I think, right?
Yeah, that is what that was the Pacific, I think, where the uncles went down. Now, Glenn, you're a comedian. Say something funny.
I thought I did it before, but I
You didn't see him killing on the couch with
I was
me?
already sad.
We're real Martin and Lewis.
What?
I was saying you were killing earlier on the couch with me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but the thing wasn't on yet.
So it was like laughing.
Yeah.
I bet you sweet Bibby. Hippie?
You got it. I don't know.
You made that up.
Yeah, that was
It went off the air before I was born.
Oh, sorry.
And I'm
What are you talking
fucking old
about?
as fuck.
No, you're not. Just getting started.
I'm 52.
Just getting started.
I'm just getting started on my grave.
Oh, God. I mean, beats the
look great.
alternative. 52 is better than.
What's that, Andrew?
I said you look great. And not even just for a 52-year-old, like for a 35-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna get it. Sorry, I'm.
Offer or threat?
No, I'm
not
very,
sure.
I'm very susceptible to compliments. Sorry.
That's gonna be hot.
I mean,
Picture that, if you will.
I like those glasses and the hat.
Thank you. I try to always keep as much of my face covered when I'm on the compound.
paper.
I'm a school principal, so they frown on this type of thing.
You look like you're in like one of those guys in the stands at a sports game, you know, and you're yelling, "Go,
Go fuck yourself.
go, yeah, Coach Ditka," that kind of thing.
Put my kid in.
Suck my dick, you faggot.
It's always
Hey, get in the end zone.
Did you ever see that game? That was me. that's my catchphrase.
Dun, 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 suck my dick, faggot. I was at that game.
Yeah,
Minor league, kind of.
Yeah.
Little league, actually.
it was a little league
I
game.
was very upset.
I started in the minors and worked my way up.
Don't we all? Oh, she didn't show up.
What?
I'm good,
No,
thanks.
sorry. I work in minors, and no, that was a horrible joke. Sorry. I always pick on the people that don't show up because I study. And who's the girl that didn't show up?
There's two girls that didn't show up.
Was one of them?
One's a comedian, one's a whore.
Oh, I don't.
I'm kidding. No. They're both comedians.
Are they okay?
No, the other. The one's an adult porn star. I thought, and I'm amazed how close they are to their like step moms, brothers, and sisters. I find that amazing. Is that like I don't know what that is. Like, it's weird.
Do you think they're hanging out together somewhere? Like they're doing some secret podcast that's way cooler than this one?
With their stepbrothers and stepsisters.
Yeah, called Our Stepbrothers. And they just hang out and talk about the good old days of, you know, taking baths together and bonding with their step
I'm
dad.
not
Incest porn is
surprised.
really popular in America, and I don't know why.
What?
Incest porn?
It's super popular in this country, and
What
I don't
kind of
understand
thing?
why.
Incest porn is very popular.
Yeah, like
But it's all that like stepdad, stepmom shit.
Stepmom.
I guess it's not really.
Yeah, like if
incest.
you're gonna do incest, do incest. I don't need
Like
the
who's
step
fantasizing
bullshit.
about the people they live with? Like living with people is so annoying. Like that's the last person I would want to think about fucking. Is
Agreed.
Anybody
As
I've
somebody
ever
who is
lived with.
married, I totally agree.
anybody but her.
And also, I'm too much.
I'll fuck anybody except who I'm fucking living with. Boring. Bring a book.
Go on.
Can you be my stepwife instead? I don't think I'm not into the stepmom stuff because I'm too attached to my
What about
real
the
mother.
stepdad stuff?
You know?
Too real.
Yeah, like I want like
Close to home
my
reality
stepmom
kinda.
doesn't understand me. She would not make a good lover, in my opinion.
You're not loving her. You're just.
Yeah, she's more for my dad.
As it should be.
Yeah.
Now, I was watching a short film the other day, and it was of stepmom, and the stepdaughter was being really rambunctious, staying out too late, and she started disciplining her in a manner which I felt controversial, but had a very rewarding ending for a 30-minute movie. I loved it.
30 minutes.
It was called. It was a part of a Hot and Mean series. I don't know if anybody's
Hot
watched
and
this.
Mean?
Yeah, it's an excellent film.
Is that with Taboo video?
The genre, they're supposed to be hot and mean.
Well, it's punishing in a lesbian capacity. Really excellent short films.
With tongues or fists?
I'm impressed that you watched it
How
for
about
30
Hot
minutes.
and Nice? Isn't that better?
Good answer.
I'm usually like 5 or 6 minutes at most.
Well, I watched it in increments.
I see.
I watched
You gotta
it.
pace yourself.
It took me 4 days to finish that 30-minute movie.
That happens.
I need to hydrate.
It was more of a serial than a movie.
Really excellent film series.
I don't know. My parents are the last people I want to think about during like sexy time. Like, just no.
I mean, I've had 4 siblings, and it pains me to know that they fucked each other 4 times.
Right? Yeah.
That
Pretend they didn't.
That bothers me.
Yeah. Like,
I'm an only child. I only done it 12.
just you?
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Parents did it once.
My parents were very
They were like,
attractive.
that was a mistake.
Oh.
My dad was kind of hot, but mom.
Do you think if your parents were more attractive, you had more brothers and sisters?
I would. Why wouldn't I?
I don't have brothers and sisters because my parents were ugly. That is a
Let's just
fucking
get one
great.
kid and then we're
I
done.
love that.
To do it
I
again.
really love that theory. I would have had brothers and sisters, but my parents were hideous.
Yeah, that is correct. Because hot couples do have a lot of kids, don't you think?
Is it?
I
Is
think
that a thing?
so. I think they can't get their hands off each other.
Them. Doesn't she adopt them?
Yeah, they only made a couple.
Yeah, well, they're too busy
other
fucking to
ones?
have kids. That's the thing. They don't, by the time a child is forming, Brad Pitt's sticking it in again, and it disrupts everything.
I don't think that's how it works.
I like when he says Brad.
I know biology on.
It disrupts it. Just
Yeah,
hits it too
yeah.
much in the head, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cells can't split anymore because
Too
they're
much
too busy,
friction.
getting all
Yes,
hit.
this is the Andrew Holmes scrambled eggs theory.
Yeah. You can't scramble the eggs before you poach them.
Yeah, do they know? Like, if they're in there and their parents are going at it?
Yeah,
I think they hear the moans like, "Oh yeah," and it echoes. You know what I mean?
But they don't get, like, hit.
Well, that's why they have a soft spot on top of their head for the fucking cock to bang into it.
Is it? That's not true.
That's 100% true.
Really?
I just made that up.
Madonna with Dennis Rodman, and he was like, the baby in the womb was going, "Will you stop it already?"
Right? Like, invasive.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Can you? Yeah.
find my
Dennis
ball?
Rodman should be forbidden from banging pregnant women.
Yeah, he's always the guy who fucks the girl after.
I have his number because in
know.
the
Trying to make some
DFW
mean
American
down joke.
Airlines lounge, he was, this is like 5 years ago, he was like half asleep in a seat, insisted we exchange numbers, then told me he was going to take me for a test drive. Those are the words he used.
He's gonna
In
take
my
you to
mind, I
North
was being
Korea.
polite and was like, no, absolutely not, never, but I'll just get out. They had to come and get him and like carry him to his flight. He was completely
He's for real. Because
was-
I spent
and
my
so filthy. Like,
my 90s doing like a lot of drugs and going to Vegas, New York, and Miami. That
Nice.
triangle. And I would see Dennis Rodman was for real. Like, he was first guy out, last
Yep.
guy to leave. I would get into elevators with him. He even said one time, he's like, "We're on the same fucking schedule." He said that. We were like,
you survived it better. He's
he was for
torn, man.
real. Like, he
Take you for a test drive.
it was like
haven't farted since.
He re-ended you.
yeah. I mean, he had a pretty good nightclub in Orange County for a while. I don't think he has it anymore, but it was a good place to hang out.
He's like, there are some people like they got the party boy reputation. Like, I saw it. Like, that fucker was. I would go down to the pool to like set up, especially like the Hard Rock Casino in Vegas back in the day. And they used to like go down at like fucking 8 a.m. and throw a bunch of towels down for your friends. He'd be in the fucking pool already. And I came home with him like 2 hours before we'd be getting in the elevator together. And we'd laugh because fucking whatever. And he'd be down already in the pool. But like, he never slept, and he was for real. That dude was for real. And I saw. What's the guy named from Motley Crue? Vince
Neil.
Vince. This was 20 years ago, and he looked like fucking death then. Like, he was like a bloated corpse, but he was always surrounded by like the most beautiful women you ever fucking saw. Like,
Funny how that works when you.
but he was like, his skin was popping. He was like fucking so bloated and fucking wasted. But he had these always
Probably got some great stories.
About killing people.
drop dead gorgeous women with him. So good for him.
Yep.
Carmen Electra was with Dennis Rodman for a second.
Right? Unreal.
She got around. She got, I think Joan Jett was her last.
I think Madonna wins because Madonna was with Dennis Rodman, Alex Rodriguez,
Sean
Charles
Penn.
Barkley. It's amazing she didn't have athlete's pussy. And I should have said cunt, right? Cunt, I should have said cunt because
athlete's cunt.
athlete's cunt would have been funnier.
It's good to
Punch
work
it up.
out your material here on air.
Thank you. We knew we'd do a Madonna joke. Like, what year is this?
Poor Madonna.
Sean Penn.
He broke the thing that films the baby. I don't know. That joke's old. I remember the joke. Back in the day. Will somebody shut that door already? Madonna's baby in the womb.
Then she lived. Good for her.
Wait, didn't she only have one kid though?
3 of them walked out, I think. 2 or 10 years old.
Like they were angry. Fuck you,
You're saying
Mom.
the daughter, when,
I'm out of this
when her
place.
daughter was delivered, she actually walked out of the womb.
They smell it.
She walked out standing.
The owner of the womb's like, come on, we're losing patrons here. People are walking out of this door.
Close the door. I don't want to have to heat this place again. She just has the one, right, with her personal trainer.
She has Lourdes, and she has.
She bought a couple
Lourdes, where I
Africans.
wrote all the old jokes, and then there was a second one. I think there was a second one. It was a boy.
It was the African kid.
Oh, there she is. Are those her kids?
I don't think she. No,
Lourdes is the brunette, right?
Lourdes was the first one.
Are those all her kids?
She had a second one. I think they just started adopting them after a while.
She's the coolest house on, what is it, on 81st?
I'm pretty sure.
Houses and stuck them all together. Have you ever seen her house?
No.
Like on 81st. Everybody
I
knows.
saw her vagina and Playboy.
Nice. Just the vagina being
I don't know.
tunnel.
I've never seen her house, but I have seen her uterus.
If you look close, you can see her grandkids' feet. Otto and George, everybody. That's a joke.
I like what she did is she aged gracefully and she had like minimal plastic surgery. And she doesn't look like a catcher's mitt with eyes at all.
What's that
She's a
horror
material
movie?
girl.
The
That material is leather.
away from the
She's
rag.
made
horror
of
movie
material.
thing that has the white face with the triangle. It's a,
Scream.
yeah, that's what it looks like.
She's a
Oh,
monster.
she's up there. Jesus.
Yeah, it
She's
looks
not even that old, right? She's like 65.
It looks worse.
Yeah,
than
she's,
it probably would. Like, who knows what she would have looked. It's over. It's yeah. I don't know. To each their own. But
But I think Madonna was like super hot, like her whole thing, because she was like real strong and confident, but also like nutty and kind of skanky too, you know?
She also hit it kind of late. Like a lot of those like 80s super like pop stars like Cyndi Lauper and her, they were like about 30 or even more when they hit.
like Sharon Stone. She
Yeah,
was-
so they hit like, but you know, nowadays we're used to like teen pop stars and stuff, but they were like, you know, women basically. So no,
So she wasn't like a virgin, is what you.
no.
That's,
I mean, she was a hell of a marketer, reinventing herself. I'll
part
give her
was-
that.
Yeah, she definitely.
Like, and self-made, right? She didn't come from
I
any.
like that she always invented herself as a new type of whore. I always thought that was very
Many
clever.
brands.
Very clever.
Who doesn't like? I love war.
It's like a bottle of own wine. Like, this is interesting.
That
Never
could get an argument on me.
interesting flavor of
Okay,
horror.
top this.
Wasn't she like Jewish for a second, or like Kabbalah?
Yeah, she was
that-
very much into the Kabbalah and
and she had like a fake British accent at some point. She kind of did the whole David Bowie thing with of the new person, that kind
yeah,
of business.
David Bowie I felt he always
It
faked
looks
his
like
English
four
accent.
people. It looks like different people. Each one of those.
That one on the left looks like scares the hell out of me. Like it's like Peter Pan or Tinkerbell or something, you know?
The one on the far bottom right is basically Jigsaw from the Saw movies.
That is somebody should fire that filler injector. Who is doing that?
She can't go in the sun anymore. Definitely.
That she looks like Marcel Marceau on the left.
Remember Mummenschanz?
Mime?
Yeah, doesn't she look like a mime in like France or something?
Toilet paper.
Are there no more eyebrows? What's happening? A lot is happening. Well, you know.
And then you got like Elizabeth Hurley, who's basically her same age, who looks like,
So pretty.
oh my God.
Her Instagram. Oh my God, she's aging so beautifully.
But she was always very
Still would,
naturally
right?
good
People-
looking
How
too.
old is she? 60 yet?
No, people are like, oh, she's hot for 58. It's like, no,
for
she's
anything.
hot for fucking 22. What are you talking about? She's not fucking 50. Get it. She, yeah.
You think it's like luck and genetics?
I
Or,
think
like, is
luck
she
and
doing
genetics,
something?
and she's doing, but she doesn't go. She does tiny increments. But the problem is plastic surgery is a drug, and it's like if a little is good, then a lot will be better. It's like, oh, a nice thin rail would be nice, but you know what would be better? A nice big fat rail. It's drugs. It's like, well, if this would look good, wouldn't that much look better? And it's like, no. So she learned. Let's do thin rails.
crazy.
Let's do thin rails.
Hard for people to
fuck it.
do.
Yeah, it's hard for, but Elizabeth Hurley learned it, and that's why she looks great. She's doing stuff, but so
Oh
minimal.
yeah, she's all right
Two ball.
looking.
All right looking? Have you ever? If that's all
I'm
right
trying to play
looking, then
hard to
I've
get.
never banged an all right looking woman in my entire life.
Confession.
Oh yeah, I remember that dress with the safety pins. That was nice, and the boobies jiggling. That was great.
Yeah, like you can tell she's older, but she's still gorgeous looking.
Yeah, she's definitely had
Her
some
son is
tune-ups,
her
but
son is unbelievably good looking.
oh my god,
He's a model. No, I mean he's a model and stuff. He's getting all the
Oh,
magazines. He's
so
gorgeous.
this beautiful woman who probably married a beautiful man had a beautiful
Shocker.
child.
Disgusting.
Who knew that could happen?
Is that
Well-
Hugh Grant that you're talking about?
Well,
That's her kid.
You know who wouldn't?
Beautiful.
You got to also look at Bruce Willis and the Demi Moore's kids, and they all they all look like fucking Bruce Willis.
Like Billy Joel's
Like-
kid?
Beyonce.
Billy Joel's
Yeah,
kid too.
yeah, with
My
Christy
mom's
Beyonce's
Christy
daughter
Brinkley.
looks like Jay-Z.
Oh no, is that true?
She'll have money. She'll fix it up.
Beyonce's daughter looks like Jay Z. Ay ay ay, that's fucking.
They always go with how the dad looks. I think the dad's genes
Dominant.
are dominant
They
on
all have
the
money. They'll end up pretty. They'll fix
on
it
the
all.
girl.
Yeah, Billy.
It's not great there.
Billy Joel's daughter looks like fucking. Yeah, those are. They all got that giant chin.
With that smoking beautiful mom, none of it.
Yeah, Demi Moore was arguably one of the best looking women on earth at that time, and all of her kids are monstrosities.
So I
Who's
got
the
a
other
question.
one in the red? Is that one of? Is that like the one that came out better?
Yes. What do you
They all
think
have, like-
is the alchemy with the breeding with making a good-looking kid? Like the two good-looking parents, one like ugly wife, good-looking dad. Like how do you think you get it? You can guarantee a good-looking
I
kid.
spoke to a gypsy about this. Thank you. Under a full moon, if the mom is on top, it will look like the mom. And under an eclipse, if the dad is choking her while on top, it will look like
That's
the
where
dad.
Frankie comes in.
That's the rule.
Robert Chambers.
Wow.
Older Cindy Crawford. Remember her in the 90s?
I know Robert Chambers.
Cindy Crawford has a bunch of sisters, and you can see that they all look like her, but none of them are like her.
Right.
It's like the parts got
Well,
put together, but they're not
It's the
quite
same
as-
thing with Henry Cavill has like 4 brothers. And I have a friend.
hot.
I have a friend who's obsessed with Anna, that Star Wars girl. She's obsessed with Henry Cavill, and
Yeah,
she's like,
arguably the best looking
she's
man
like,
alive.
His brothers are so ugly. Now, here's the thing: when you look at his brothers next to him, they look
course.
bad. But if you took any one of those guys and they walked in this room, it'd be the best looking guy you saw all day while walking through
Just has
Manhattan.
to stand next
They're all
to
like 6'4", broad shouldered, chiseled. But
Yeah, there
then
we
you
go.
put them next to fucking Henry Cavill, and they don't look good, but they're great looking guys.
You're right, they're fine, but he's like not real.
Right, he's unreal.
I
so.
think the key is you have to have good
Is that their mom?
both parents have to have good looking features, but there can't be just one good looking person. They need to have all the right ingredients, but they kind of have to be a little bit average to make the good looking kid.
So my question to you is, which one of your parents is worse looking?
I think my dad was kind of more of a handsome man than my mother was a beautiful woman. No offense to my lovely mother, but she'll admit to me, she'll be like, I was an ugly kid. But God wanted me
You know
to be
what?
ugly.
There's a nicer way to phrase that. You should say, my dad was a handsomer man than my mom was.
Yeah.
Etiquette lessons from you. You're not ugly, you're great.
I didn't say I was ugly. I said my
I
mom
never
was
said
Oh, I
ugly.
thought you said you were.
No, I think my mother.
No, he's trying to say his mom was ugly.
Well, better.
Yeah.
I hope she's not watching, Andrew.
I
This
hope
is
so. I
a
hope so.
dagger in the heart.
She said she was ugly, but she got some work done. She's
Always good.
gone. She's a good-looking older woman, but she might not have been easy on the eyes as a.
He still liked her for some reason.
Somehow
Yeah, well,
I'm
my
still
dad
aroused.
is
I
good,
don't
probably
understand
like
what's going
handsome,
on.
but I think he's got that like dork gene, which I inherited, which is he's not like smooth or cool.
That's cute,
So
though.
he's sort of like,
Did you say dork or dwarf?
he has a dork. He has a dork
dwarf.
gene.
What?
What
Took a weird turn. Your dad's a dwarf.
My father's a very handsome midget.
He's an elf.
Nuts over him, really.
Elves are real.
4 feet tall.
My dad
boy.
is a
He was a
handsome
looker.
midget.
Is a dwarf real? No, an elf is not a real thing. Right?
No, elves are real, dwarfs are imaginary.
No, it's
Okay.
unicorn.
What about
Midgets are real?
goblins?
Midgets are fake too. They're all goblins.
Your dad's a goblin?
Any guy above 5 feet is a giant.
Andrew's goblin.
Cool.
Goblin cock.
Yeah.
Touche.
Oh, we can curse?
I think so. Did Frankie leave?
left.
Did we ignore Frankie too much? I'm sorry. Andrew, that's on you. You should have been.
I'm sorry. I was picking on him. But yeah, I think my theory stands. I think you need to have parents with good-looking features who aren't good-looking. What do you think?
Because he lagging.
Frankie, who's better looking, your mom or your dad?
Got the most connection, something. And that is what's that with the because they need it sooner.
Oh my God, I think I heard a
He's
satanic
speaking
message.
in Morse code.
Where's his mic?
Frankie, who's better looking, your mom or your dad?
What?
What you want to know, bro?
It's like I told him.
Oh, we can't get it. We can't get him. The connection is bad.
I think this is part of the
It's the weather.
government's plan to separate us from Canada so they can.
This is Trudeau. It says Trudeau's fingerprints all over it.
He's in Canada?
Censorship.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I thought it was in Staten Island. That's weird.
Yeah, Nova Scotia, they moved it from Staten Island to.
I think
to
that
Canada.
Nova Scotia is
don't
probably
get
the
that
Staten Island of Canada, if you want to be accurate.
I think Quebec is because they're
Quebec?
secessionist. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, Montreal
it's
has
French though. It's not,
Montreal has some of the best looking women in the world up there.
So does Staten Island.
So does Staten Island.
This is my father's show.
They're like stylish, like French Canadian, like. It's a very like sexually liberated town too. Like Montreal, it's cool.
But it's kind
Anything
but it's so
goes. Strip
cold
clubs in
there,
Montreal.
so everyone has to cover up
Great.
their body.
Fucking unreal.
Vancouver's pretty good too. All of Canada, like they're just. It's like America's attic. It's like a hidden place up there that you're like, this is very cool when you get up there.
But I always feel like they should be doing more, don't you think?
What?
Canada, like there should be more stuff going on there. They're just there.
It's run
Like
like
half of it is uninhabitable.
it's run like shit. You got to remember, there are more people in the state of California than the entire country of Canada. And it's still run like garbage. If you try to mail something to Canada, there's like a fucking 80% chance it won't get there.
Really?
Even though 90% of the population is on the border of the United States. It's just
Yeah.
run like garbage.
It's just
a
too
fucking
spread out, and there are a bunch
communist.
of dirty
it's
lefties up
socialist
there.
They're so
communist.
nice that they can't.
No, the people are nice, but it's just the government. They're so nice that they keep electing bleeding heart like governments that are totally mismanaged, and they're as bad as our housing is. It's like 4 times worse over there. Everything is way more expensive.
They live in equals.
Whatever we're going through, they're going through
Costs
double.
a lot of money
I don't know how
to
people
keep
are
the snow
surviving.
from melting.
They're not. They're like at the brink in Canada. So
History's full of revolutions. We'll see.
yeah.
They didn't really have blacks. Everybody's in blackface, I think. Is that like, man, me, the guy?
That's the
Guy runs the
yeah,
place.
yeah. It's
My
cool,
fa-
but it's okay when he does it because he's like for the environment or
My
something.
father always said there's only 2 things in Canada. It's hookers and hockey players. And my father's friends, like, I take offense to that. My wife's from Canada, and my father said, "Well, what team does she play for?" That was my father's joke. All right, cunt.
You're allowed to curse here. Can
You say it like it's a question.
Cunt.
Cunt? What is Trebek? What is cunt?
So Amy Taylor, this is the first time I'm meeting you. What are you up to? What no good are you up to?
Definitely no good.
What are you up to?
Yeah. I stand there and people take pictures and they end up in and on magazines. Sometimes I write for them. I get do some streaming, like broadcasting like this and other stuff. Yeah, like what's lately? A few fashion magazines last month, and then we just shot some content that will be on a bunch of magazines in the next 6 weeks, but I don't know where they go. That's up to publishers and editors. They stick it on whoever. I mean, it's
We should talk. I do photography.
Oh, you do?
Mostly upskirt.
Sweet. Like a roast beef sandwich. Just yeah, no, I never did like full on like I've been on the cover of a bunch of Playboys. The last one was a couple years ago. But I never did like naked. Like close. I mean wasn't a lot of clothes on some of that stuff.
Time left.
Yeah,
Once you
I mean
get
it
in
would
that
have to be
naked
like
world,
now.
You can't go back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Once you take that last slip of clothing off, it's over.
but
You
I
know,
don't
you
feel like
can't put
anybody
one
wants
back
to
on.
see that. That's everywhere now.
Andrew's been there. Do you remember the first time you did a nude shoot?
A nude shoot. Oh, you mean when I shut up that school without any clothes on? That was my first nude shoot. They never saw it coming because I didn't have pockets, but I found a way to hide a gun.
How are you able to aim with that hard on? It's beyond me.
It's the only way I can get. That's my scope. It's like,
my only way. It's the only way you get an erection now is while shooting children. Well, you know.
Gun was shooting blanks.
Yeah.
She does not endorse that last statement, by the way.
Our kids in school are stupid anyway.
That's why they have to go to school, because they don't know anything, you know.
I was fortunate to work. I was doing a show in New Jersey when Columbine happened. I swear it happened.
Oh.
And
That's not funny.
no, it's not. But I had to write quick. I know it's not. Well, it was eventually. So
Not
so
yet.
I had a kid. I sent him to military school so he could shoot back. Right. And that's like, yeah.
They never attack the military schools.
Sandy Hook. Actually, fucking Gino is on Sandy Hook. The night of Sandy Hook, I have a show in the White Plains Theater right before Christmas. It was right before Christmas, and Sandy Hook happened, and a lot of clubs didn't have a show. So Gino, the rule is you have to pay the headliner a half anyway. We had 35 people. The show before I had Otto with 250 people. So Gino's like, fuck it, let's just do the show. So I wrote this joke, which a lot of people said I shouldn't have done. So I come out and I go, we had a real tragedy tonight. I said, I pray for the parents. I pray they kept their Toys R Us receipts. And because it happened right before Christmas. And I thought the audience would be upset. And I was going to jump into this other joke on Santa Claus. That dick goes, oh, I get home a little early this year. But they laughed at the fucking joke that they shouldn't have laughed at. It was like, you just laughed at a dead kid joke.
Yeah.
It's awful. I wrote it, but
I
I'm
mean-
offended.
You fucking monsters.
It didn't really happen anyway. It's
They're both good jokes.
But thank you.
Oh, it didn't really happen. It was a false flag.
Do you think anything's above humor, or no?
No, there's no rules.
Yeah, I like it.
There shouldn't be no rules.
I don't
And
think
only
you
when 9/11
should
was the only hard
mention
one.
patients' private
That's the only time I was
medical
gonna quit.
history in your jokes.
9/11, I was going to quit.
Were you-
I was supposed to play the Fireman's Pub that night, and this guy, I don't want to say his name, but he goes, I don't think I'm going to be able to bring the New York comics over to New Jersey. I might have to fly. I might not fly. You might have to have. That's what I said. He goes, I might have to get Jersey. I go, dude, you could fucking fly me in. I'm not doing a fucking showtime at the Fireman's Pub, no less. 9/11. This is at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm not gonna say the kid was Jewish, but he was. And I go, so I said,
Wait, on 9/11 you were had
9/11 was supposed to do a show at the Fireman's Pub in New Jersey. And the guy had the balls to call me up. There's 3 New York comics. And he goes, I don't think I can get you guys over the bridge. I go, dude, I'm not fucking doing a show. And then I was going to quit. And the next night I went to a bar, it was Wednesday, and this guy goes, I didn't even know who he was. He goes, hey, you got any jokes yet? And I just went, no, there's nothing fucking funny. But
He needed
it was
it.
the first thing I couldn't do. Well, then a month later, we
Give
did
me a
the
minute.
show, and we did jokes.
give me a minute to fucking adjust.
I never really did a 9. I did one. I was doing the Village Lantern, and it was English. It was like a tourist show, so it was English people. And I said, wow. First, I always go, like, it's coming up on the anniversary of, and they go, 9/11. I go, never forget. And then I go, you guys are from England, right? I go, you guys had it worse. I go, like, I go, was it 7/6?
Yeah.
I go, if they're funny, it would have been 7/11. I go, but you guys had it worse because you guys couldn't use dental records. And everybody tensed up except for the English people. They laugh because they know they have fucking bad teeth.
Good.
That's all I got. Sorry.
Now, just to say how insensitive that joke was. Now, the people that died in those subway attacks in England, most of them were alive and were just unable to get to. And they say that the rats actually ate them alive.
In the tube.
Yeah.
Like Richard Gere. Rats in a tube.
Look at that.
But this was in England, so that's
Too soon.
We rehearsed that one.
Yeah.
the rats were like, finally some
So,
good food in this.
I'm offended, obviously.
Here we are.
Clearly.
I guess I'll just take my shirt off.
Okay, I was less offended.
I guess the porn star's not going to show up.
I think the porn star
Easier
did
now.
show up.
That's how I always end the show anyway.
Oh man.
There's still a lot of pants.
Are you
There's still
cold?
a
You
hell of a lot of pants
so,
on you.
Glenn.
You're pierced. Does it hurt?
Not now.
Did it when you
No,
did
I
it?
didn't. I was into it, actually.
That's cool.
I like how that
What about
little
when the
bottle
kids
cap
fight
makes
back
it
and
seem
pull
like
on it?
your
Does that
nipples
hurt?
have eyebrows.
I don't have kids.
Jesus Christ.
I bet you it would. It would. Now I want to try it.
Something to do later.
The great camera work.
I'm gonna have to get kids right
Just
away.
a close up. Oh, there's only one. I can't handle. Like I can't even have
Oh,
one
my
with
mic-
nipple clamps.
One of them.
Are those like the nipple clamps people use in the during sexy time? Like
Oh, it's just,
you just
oh, it's
pierce them.
mirrored. I get it now.
It hurts to even look at it.
All right, let me show you this one.
Oh boy.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Wait, do you have a Prince
No,
Albert?
Never fuck with the boys.
It's
the
a
brothers.
King
Don't-
Albert,
don't
thank you
pierce
very
the
much.
brothers. I have-
King Albert? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's right. The Queen died.
All right, does that make things awkward?
No. Made things sexy.
Thank you. Oh, I feel so dirty.
Poor Frankie. Do you see all this, Frankie?
Hey, Cecil, I'm doing great. I am you. That's what rock, who cares?
Show us your tits, Frankie.
Nelson Peabody.
Frankie, do you have your nipples pierced by any chance?
Too cold up there.
Oh. Oh. Goodness.
That was awesome.
His game.
Good
I've
job,
seen
Frankie.
Frankie getting all sexy like this.
Yeah.
Something new.
I've never seen it either. I think we're breaking
Well, who needs a porn star now? We've got.
we're breaking new ground. Glenn, you really broke the ice here.
Oh boy. Kind of a wicked smile.
That's great.
I need your hair, but it's cool outside right here, right now.
Frankie, what's the temperature outside tonight?
And the temperature is about 30 above 50 Fahrenheit right now.
50. That's
Sure.
nipple hardening weather, for sure.
Oh yeah. Rainy.
Oh, and it's rainy. Are you by the A&W? No, you're on a street.
And the guy said, hey guys, I found the problem.
He's just.
I don't
In
think I've ever
some
seen this view
abandoned
from
building?
you before. Usually you're in the parking lot of a mall.
He's getting around now, and his nipples are pierced.
He's getting a huge back tattoo of.
So good.
He's getting a huge back piece that says "Nobody died in the Holocaust."
Here's the barometer.
He's getting Auschwitz was a lie in German lettering.
Guarantee it's spelled wrong. It's hard to spell Auschwitz. Spell that test.
Frankie, how many people died on 9/11?
Zero.
Fucking. We thought we were conspiracy nuts. This guy outdoes us all. Everything is. Do not trust the media. Frankie,
I'm dying to hear the next question.
Just on that note, it's gone.
Frankie, you're like Sandy Hook. How many people died at Sandy Hook? Zero. Frankie McDonald, the Alex Jones of Nova Scotia.
Oh.
This is ridiculous. I'm calling in.
Can you set this record straight, Amy, and just let us know how many people did die in the Holocaust?
I don't know. I mean the Jewish people say it's 6 million Jews, but there were others. They killed a lot of Christians and gays, and so I don't know the total.
I don't count.
But they were Christian and gay Jews.
Especially the gays. But anyway.
I mean, I don't know the total. I don't know. It was a lot, right?
The answer is a lot. Yeah.
Closest without going over.
One of my grandpa's buddies was one of the guys who like helped went finally over when we.
Oh, kill
Finally.
them. God, God
Like-
bless.
Yeah.
I had an uncle who died at Auschwitz.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He fell out of the tower.
Jews walk into a Holocaust. The first guy was smart enough to walk around it. Jews fell out of the tower. It's fucking brilliant. Do
So good.
It's an oldie.
So good.
you want to hear a couple of Gino's best jokes ever?
No.
I want to tell Andrew Harms my favorite Andrew Harms joke. I told him earlier today.
He's
It's
not a Jew, right?
I know I haven't checked, but it's I don't have I don't have autism. I think that guy has autism,
See, it's killer.
which I know I didn't deliver it correctly, but it's such a fucking dead on.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
I don't have autism. I think that guy has autism.
Andrew Holmes every Tuesday.
Fucking brilliant.
It's all in the delivery.
Yeah, yeah. And you forgot to bring out my rubber chicken that I throw, you know.
Yeah.
The rubber bands too.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to know where it is.
Let me hear your. This guy's. You are uncomfortably playing with your nipple
Yeah,
too.
I do. Once I bring them out, I can't stop playing with them. Sorry.
No, it's just that for me, visually, it's distracting. To how can you take off your top just so I will not have
Even them out. It would even them out. It really would.
Honestly, it's very distracting to have one person. Or are you going to be a jerk your whole life? Is that it?
Yep.
All right.
Didn't wear the cute lingerie. Sorry.
Neither did he.
No, he was just skipping it. Just going.
Sorry.
Let's do a live nipple piercing on Amy.
Oh my God, no.
I got my kid in the car.
I mean,
You got your kid.
You
You got your
kid.
kid.
Girls, because I always thought girls are too sensitive. Like guys.
given.
Did you say you
men
have your kid in the
pain.
car?
Yeah, with the windows.
Oh, good. Oh, thank God. Because it's like 90 out there.
Yeah.
I mean, and she's in the terrible twos anyway, so that is.
They get so sleepy.
I don't blame that chick in Florida, Casey, Anthony, whatever the fuck. It's the terrible twos.
I used to blame her, but she looked so cute in that Jets jersey that you wore. Yeah. And I don't blame her that
And the
much.
kid's not like a dancing kid. We felt bad for her.
Yeah.
Her little outfit.
No one's beyond. No one's beyond forgiveness. Is what I would say,
Charitable of you.
unless they say no.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No, such a horrible answer.
No, yeah, piercing. I don't know. I've given pain more than received it, so I don't know.
Or did you do it? You ever do a dominatrix thing
Sure.
on a pay? You got paid for it, or just for
but
fun?
not people I've dated.
Really, they want to get their like ball stomped and.
Some people like pain.
Oh my God, that's not me.
No?
What kind? Did you
Ever
use
try
a whip or something?
I mean, I've been.
Sure.
I played
Done
hockey.
that.
I've been
What
punched
about
in
a
the
belt?
face.
Oh, yeah, you know, that's pain.
I don't want to fucking.
Less sexy, though. Yeah, no, some people like pain. They feel alive.
Hey, Gino, I'm doing great so far.
My wife says that. Babe, bring in the whip. Babe.
What?
I'm already in trouble.
Happening?
I got kicked in the balls a couple of times. I was doing a podcast, and Colin Cosell went on before me. I was supposed to be the headliner of the podcast. That was a podcast, wasn't filmed. So Colin Cosell goes on, and he's Howard Cosell's grandson, and he said, he goes, Colin, get in here. You're about to see history. Howard Cosell's going, a man with one hand is going to pitch a no-hitter. And Colin goes, he looks, and he goes, ah! He freaks out, and he goes, stop crying, go into the kitchen and get me a glass of milk and some Malamars. So now I'm like, how am I going to fucking top this guy? So I just happen to have a pair of Hooters shorts.
As one does.
And a jock, and the podcast, their number one fan was a Marshall, like a MMA guy, and like for some stupid reason, I said I'll give him a free shot, and then when he squared up, I got real fucking nervous. I went, oh my God, this is the stupidest thing I'm ever gonna do. And when he kicked, he was polite. He went up and just kicked my ass, kind of like
Right.
my ass.
More taint than
Right?
yeah.
So I was like, holy shit. So now as it goes
A
on,
gentleman's kick, they
Yes,
call that.
but this is the bar I used to work, so they bring my boss up, Jeannie.
Who, old Iron Boot Genie?
Fucking flip flop, fucking Jeannie. She gets up and she kicks me so hard that the jock goes into my balls and shoots out of my eye. And I don't do that anymore.
Well, that's why they say like
the harder I hit him in the balls, the harder he got. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
And how does
He must have been abused as a
question. I'm
child.
asking for a friend. How does one bring that up to their special someone that they want to have their balls tortured?
Listen, honey, you
I
got to
think he
keep
was
me in the
nervous because
bowl,
he drank
right?
like several martinis when it was like the third date. It's like go time, right? You're
Third date. That's the ball
like,
kicking date.
and I assumed
The
it would be
third date.
relatively normal, like most people.
Third date.
And he brings this
Time to
up.
open up.
Yeah, I think it's probably hard. I mean, that was.
I mean, you were game.
I
yeah,
can't
and then
get
I
a
was
girl
like,
to
I'm
pat
not
me
gonna
on the
hang out with
back
you
on the
again,
third
but
date.
It's all experience.
Right.
It was very weird.
But here's the thing, like, this is how I know getting kicked in the balls is worse than giving birth, is because women want to have more kids. But no one ever said, I want to be kicked in the balls again.
Well, there's no reward system afterwards. I mean, you wouldn't want to have kids.
Well,
Imagine if you got kicked in the balls and a baby popped out.
Beg to differ. There is a reward system.
For him, some wire was crossed that he literally got a chub. The harder he got, I mean, I saw it. I was like, what wire? Some wire got crossed.
Yeah.
Because he thought.
The ball and
then it
cock
scared
wire
me, which is
got
why I
a
never
little
hung
too
out with him again.
connected.
Because I was like, if pain for you is pleasure, like, are you going to try to hurt me because you're going to think that's my thing, which it is not, right? Like most people, that's not their thing. But I don't.
But for the guys, there's a lot. I know there's a lot of young kids watch the show, and this is actually a great learning.
Children's show.
A lot of kids watch this. If you are going to bring up that you like to get kicked in the balls, and that will give you achieve maximum erection from that, third date is the date to do it. Don't do it at the second date. Be a classy guy. Third date. Thank you, Amy. For
And if you do
teaching
it the
kids
fourth
that.
date, it's like, now I don't even want it. It's
Fourth
like,
date, you waited
what
too
are you,
long. You
recruit,
missed the window opportunity. Now you're gonna look like a weirdo.
Yeah.
Third date is the sweet spot.
Definitely not weird.
Yeah. Thank you, Amy, for teaching.
What did you do on the fourth date?
There was no fourth date. No.
You
they-
shove this up my ass.
I mean, I'm sure there would have been.
Could you
God knows
murder
what it
me?
would have been, but no, there was. I wished him well, but
That's
Do you
it.
have any tips for the lady? I know a lot of teenage girls watch the show. Let's give them some tips.
tips for
So the boys will
what
like
shoes
them.
do you got to wear?
Have you?
two friends in Hawaii that they're married and her kink. She has a rape fantasy.
It's one of the top. Being raped and being fucked by the devil are like the two top fantasies for women.
People are weird, right? Well, and so they had
devil
to
must-
tell their neighbors because she
I
likes
said as I pulled my devil mask on and walked down an alley.
she likes to go jogging and he'll drive by and be like, "Get in the car, bitch!" And like, but it's her husband. Like, it's just for pretend, of course. But they had to tell their neighbors, like, this is just a game we're playing. Like, it's not like.
One
don't
day
worry.
there's going to be an actual creepy guy who's like, get in the car, and now the neighbors are going to be like, oh, the couple at it again.
Right?
Oh, crazy lovers there.
Right? The wolf
That's
crying
how
thing.
Hawaiians talk. But
Again with her. There she goes with her rape devil fantasies again.
I wonder how that develops. And like, why can't you just like have normal stuff, vanilla? What's wrong with just vanilla?
well, people are doing alternative lifestyles out here. That's what they said about the gays, and now they're on top, and everyone's gay now.
it's mandatory.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, happy Pride Month, everybody. I forgot to. But
What was
yeah,
this?
we did give some tips for the boy. We gave tips to the boys, teenage boys. Wait till the third date.
Shit story.
Yeah, there's pictures. You want to show that?
It's
There's a picture of Glenn getting kicked in the balls. If anybody
was that
wants to
the
see.
taint kick where he was pulling?
That was a taint kick, but it hurt. It didn't hurt, actually. I faked
The
it.
toe could like get up there if he wasn't
Can't see
careful.
it.
You get up in there.
Do it on the next show.
There we go.
I was so fucking nervous. When he squared off, man,
Oh,
Jesus.
oh well.
There's Glenn getting. You can call him. You can see his phone
You
number.
just like
Anyway.
grunt and you're just ready for it.
I played it because he missed. He missed the ball, so I played it like it hurt.
Ah.
And
This is fascinating TV right now. It's actually getting worse.
don't worry about it.
All right, so we gave to the boys watching. Wait till the third date to be for asking kicked. And for the girls, if you want the boys to like you, always try to stay as thin as possible. Smoke cigarettes, great way.
Eating
To
disorder.
say, eat as much as you want, but you know what rule? Throw up right afterwards. Also, a little cocaine goes a long way, kills the appetite.
Yeah.
So for the girls watching, if you want the boys to like you, those are 3 little tips. Right? That's from Amy to you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Good job,
Thank
Amy.
you
Good
so
job.
much.
Amy just I love that you give back to the community.
You know,
Yeah. A lot of girls look up to you, so they want to know the little tips.
I'm sure they don't.
Little shortcuts.
My advice to girls: don't
get
do,
the guys'
don't do anything I did.
So it's binge, purge, coke, and cigarettes is what you would say.
All
is the
kick.
secret to
The
success.
Kate Moss, they call it.
Kate Moss, yeah. You want a heroin chic, they would
Yeah.
call that. Yeah.
Oh, cheek. I remember those days.
Yeah.
Dangerously thin.
Yeah, don't
is where you want to be.
speak. Don't like speak or have any thoughts.
No, you don't
Like
want
you
to
better
talk
that
a
way.
lot because you will have that vomit breath. So best to keep your thoughts to
Not a
yourself.
lot of guys into that.
Right.
Still hot.
But we'll cover that up. Cigarettes.
I learned that.
Handy, handy.
This
great.
is a learning show.
This is because you got to give back. It's not about us anymore. It's about the kids. It's about the
I
next.
was in a sorority in undergrad, and like literally everybody was.
I was in a sorority once too. I got arrested.
Nice.
I wasn't supposed to be there.
They let you upstairs.
You're like fucking Bluto on the ladder.
Any other tips for the young girls out there?
I don't want. I hope young girls aren't watching this.
Glenn, what if a young lass who's just reaching her sexual maturity, she's maybe 18 or 19, wants to meet a guy like you? How does she get your attention?
That's too old for me.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Usually I get the phone numbers in crayon, which I always do.
If it ain't written on chalk on the sidewalk, I don't want it.
I feel humor always good.
This is a true story.
Suddenly my sunglasses aren't big enough.
This is a true story. My wife's probably laughing, I guess. But one day,
Your wife's laughing because
They
she's
have,
watching Dora. How old is that girl?
the strippers with the glitter.
What?
Strippers with the glitter.
Yes.
So when I came home and my wife walks in, she goes, "Why do you have glitter all over you?" And I had to think fast. I was like, "Oh, I'm helping the kid next door with her school project." And she was like, "Why is it on your penis?" I go, "We ran out of glue."
Yeah.
And,
That's
Too
quick,
much?
quick thinking.
too much.
Yeah, that's sharp.
It's
I automatically touch my nipple. If there's any divorce lawyers out there,
Andrew, do you have any tips for young girls watching
Young
on
girls
how to avoid
watching.
guys like you?
stay away from the ice cream truck.
First of all, you know, if you're looking for a guy like me, it's not easy. All right, you got to have your shit together. You got to have a job. You got to have a 401k. You got to be earning that rent. You got to make sure to be giving me gifts, and I want you to be buying me the drinks, the dinner, the sofa, because I'm a catch and I deserve to be treated nice.
Sofa?
10-year-olds.
Andrew, boss bitches only harms.
Yeah.
why a sofa?
It's
What?
Pimp Pan.
Specific.
Pimp Pan
I gotta
strong.
sit on something.
Did you? I like that you consider a sofa a luxury item.
Oh, I got the sofa. I got the vase.
I got a sofa and everything.
And
just
you
a
better
love
be
seat,
paying
but
my
still.
medical bills.
You have a lot of them.
I
have
got
medi-
heart problems and ADD.
Hemorrhoids.
Hot.
These hemorrhoids ain't gonna drain themselves.
I need a girl who gonna provide. So you better start selling them Girl Scout cookies.
Get on the corner.
Still on pedophilia.
It's great.
I know you can't get off pedophilia anymore these days.
It's on the flag now, I think.
It is part of the fun.
Mandatory.
Mandatory.
Well, yeah. You're bound to find somebody with those.
Yeah.
With those
I'm a catch.
with very specific needs.
Bitch, too.
So is herpes.
Touche.
Hey, you can't catch what has never been thrown.
Sure.
Like that.
Yeah.
How about
And how about you?
AIDS. You only got it once.
well, I go with like the mafia thing, which is you don't get caught till you open your mouth. That's for fish and mobsters.
Accurate.
I keep my mouth shut. Let Andrew do the talking.
Smart.
My wingman.
I'm the muscle.
Clearly.
The other way around. All right. Confused.
All right. Do we have anything to sell? We are at the 8:02 mark. I think we squeezed across the finish line here. Amy, what are you selling?
Nothing. Just I'm
You just
keeping.
came by to hang out and
I
be
did.
fun?
Yeah. Keep in touch, everybody. It's Amy Taylor NYC on all the socials. Just
I will.
Hi.
Amy's a fun gal.
Amy rocks.
She put up with this nonsense for
I like
a
it.
full
I like it.
hour.
You guys are hilarious. It's super fun to laugh.
All right.
There
fun
he
to
stuck
laugh.
through it.
Frankie,
In the rain.
I wish we could hear you, but he's speaking in Morse code today. This is the most.
Bad sound, but we
Just
still
touch your
love
nipples again for me.
Frankie, yeah, please just rub your nipples for the audience. There's a.
him. Yeah. Do it every time now. We created a monster. Oh boy.
Who needs porn stars?
I know.
Who needs Viagra?
Gonna be a thing.
Well, I'm throbbing.
And what are you guys up to?
Well, I have my comic book which is available now on eBay at Cash Grab Comics. Thank you.
You did all the writing and the illustration?
Just the writing, not the.
Right? That's awesome. Bro. That's cool.
And part 2 is going to be coming out next month.
Is it a superhero or what's?
It's like Mad Magazine type.
Oh, I love it.
I'll give you a copy of it when we leave.
Awesome.
Is it like Garfield?
It's like Garfield, but
Oh fuck yeah!
Whoa.
but gayer and with tits.
Garfield's no fucking pussy. I should have said cunt again, right? I suck at
The
this.
artist was Donald DeLay. He lives in Tampa.
Thought you were
Yeah.
gonna say your favorite president did the art.
It took him forever to do it.
Beautiful illustration.
Thank you. Glenn, you have something going on at a firehouse, I believe, on 11?
No, I got.
I was listening.
This Saturday, I'm going to be at my niece's, Rebecca. I'm going to be at her graduation party.
With glitter.
If anybody wants to go to that, I can't remember the address. And then after that, the big show, people, laugh at that, but I'm going to be at the Dobbs Ferry Library.
Fuck that, we're going to the graduation party.
Dobbs Ferry Library on
you gotta pay for drinks at that library.
15th. I'll have my top off there, too.
All right. What about the graduation party?
Well, yeah, of course. That's what I meant. I didn't know. Library. Why wouldn't I have my
it's
top
family.
off? Library. I've never been there with clothes on, actually. I'm going to close with showing them my Longfellow. I don't know what that means. I think it's
That's an
book
old-
or something.
An old Rodney joke.
I don't know. Is it really?
Yeah, why don't you come over and help me straighten out my Longfellow?
Fuck. All right. Well, damn, that kills that closing. Shit. All right. I hate libraries. All right. This is a really awkward show.
I love it. I love it so much.
You're welcome. This was so much fun. It was terrible. I loved every fucking
You had no
second of
notes.
it.
You're the first host with no notes, and you killed it. I mean, you're really
Winging
great.
it. It's
Really
brilliant.
great.
This was good. This was because you guys were game. You were both fun. And Andrew, always a great sport and a great co-host. So. Oh, do we have anybody calling?
Shit, man, it's like phone calls.
Am I supposed to have something in my ear from the booth? Oh, hold on. We have a call.
Attention. Maybe that broad, what's her name? With the kid on the breast. Chrissy. Maybe Chrissy?
Oh, is Chrissy Mayer calling in, or is she hiding her head under the pillow in shame at this fucking debacle? Fucking...
So good.
I feel funny because I'm lactating as well.
I thought that was pus. I didn't want to say it.
All right, he's right. Boys can't lactate. Oh, no. Hate mail's going to come in at the library.
There's no such thing as a boy anymore.
There isn't.
Well, can we sign out? Is that what we do now? Okay.
Two more songs. Two more songs.
Obviously, I just want to wish everybody it is June 2nd, so God bless everyone. Have a great Pride Month. Condoms off this month. Let it fly. This is a month where anything goes. And dump it in rectums, dump it in mouths, dump it everywhere except outside or in a prophylactic. It is Pride Month. Be proud. Amen.
That was beautiful.
Thanks.
If you want to follow me on social media.
So good.
If you want to follow me on social media, like both sites at Frankie.
Plug Frankie.
I forgot to
If you want
plug
to follow me on
Frankie.
social media, like both sites at Frankie. My Twitter is at Frankie. My Facebook is at my LinkedIn is at my Instagram is
Sounds like somebody's scratching.
My class is my kids is my Snapchat. I use the shit out.